What is up? It's me, Darren. We had a pretty fun night tonight. I took you guys to a Yelp event where we made king cakes together. And we got to meet and mingle with people in the real world tonight. And I thought maybe I'll come on here for a little while and see if you guys have any questions about it. And if you want to chat a little more, because I wasn't able to monitor that chat too much. Looked like you guys had a great time in there, though, from what I did check on you guys. And I don't know if you guys are up for any late night chats tonight, but I didn't want to let you guys down and not come back on after the event. But it was a fun event. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Hey Lee, what's going on? Welcome. How's your evening going? I hope things are well with you. I was out in the wild tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed that little excursion. I filmed what I could over there. You got to see most of the event. Got to see Yelp people doing their thing out there, making their king cakes. I'm glad you guys watched it, the ones who did. But I'm not going to stay here all night with you guys tonight. We're just touching base, guys. Just touching base. Hey, Wild Bill. Thanks for keeping that chat under control tonight and letting people know the history of king cakes. Finally off the cot. Oh, yeah, it was fun. I didn't know. I mean, that was early. I didn't expect everybody to hang out for that event. I had to go, so I thought I'd film it for you guys in case you wanted to learn about king cakes. That's a Mardi Gras tradition out here for us in Louisiana. We eat king cakes all month. There's different varieties. There's different stores who make them. And tonight, I got to make one with all those people. We enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. If you got any questions about it, please feel free to ask me. And I'm just going to stay here an hour with you guys. I know some people really enjoy our late night chat, so I didn't want to let those people down who may have not seen it earlier. You guys may be worn out after that. Maybe you guys had enough chatting. If you do, that's perfectly fine. We won't stay long, guys. We don't have to be here. I do it for you guys to meet and mingle with all of our friends. So that king cake we made tonight has a cinnamon filling. That's not my favorite king cake filling. I like cream cheese. So I'm just going to bring it to work tomorrow. Hey, Rainey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad you're here with us. I'm just touching base. I was out live earlier in the wild. I made king cakes. And I have it in my kitchen right now. I feel bad. I forgot to leave the girl a tip. Usually we tip because those events are free. Actually, we just promote the place. That's a place called Eloise Bakery on Lee Drive, right by my house. And it was fun. It's the only time that they were made for Mardi Gras. Yeah, we only make them during Mardi Gras season. I don't know why we do it. If they're so good, we could do it all year long. But that particular style of cake is only on Mardi Gras. We got some good watch time hours. We didn't get as many people watching as we did when we were at that restaurant we went to. When we did the Southern Pearl Oyster House, we had 1,200 people watching. That was a lot. That was a lot of people. But this time we only got 52 in and out. And we appreciate every one of those 52 people. 52 people around the world, some old friends, some new friends. Mardi Gras, by the way, is going to be on Tuesday, March the 1st, 4th, I'm so sorry. That's a big day in New Orleans, the end of Mardi Gras, the start of Lent. And I'm going to be working that day, fortunately. But I am going to take you guys to a parade on Friday. And you guys are going to get to see an actual Mardi Gras parade. So if you're interested in that, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. Those that y'all made were small. A real king cake is a lot bigger than them. That's true. They do make different size king cakes. I like the smaller ones. Ours are pretty small. They were tiny. They're the perfect size. For me, I don't need a big giant king cake. I'm not a big sweet eater. I just want a couple of bites. And I don't like the feeling. The good thing about that king cake, it was warm when it came out there. If I didn't want to take it to work tomorrow, I would have ate a slice of it because it was warm. And I've never had a fresh baked king cake right out of the oven, so I bet it was delicious. But I'm just gonna bring it to work and let them eat it. Oh, the Prairie Wolf, thanks for watching that event today. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to show you guys a little something different. You know, it wasn't the best cinematography, was it? But you guys got to chat. You got to see those people. Meet Maddie, who owns that place. 25-year-old girl running her own business. A bakery. Probably doing well out there. So congratulations. She's a real go-getter. I wish I had a good business venture to start. Then I could be out there making king cakes for people. Making a lot of money. Selling cookies and ice cream and baked goods. Those cookies there are delicious, by the way. Yeah, bingo, babes, baking, lots of fun. Yeah, that girl Erin, she is a looker, man. She's classically attractive. I wish you guys could have seen her before she put the apron on. She was very friendly. Talked to her a little bit before it started. She was a 10-year-old kid. And that guy, Brian, they're married. That's her husband. She's married, Prairie. She's a married woman with a kid. A woman like that, you know she's going to be married. Somebody's going to snatch her up. Well, they were nice. Brian was really nice. I knew that you guys thought he was angry. Maybe he was. Sometimes men have looks like that. They have a serious look. They don't want to lose their masculine frame. But he had a good time out there. His cake was beautiful. Oh, yeah, he's lucky. She's a catch, a real catch. She, come to find out, she worked at the 13th gate at one point. She and I know the same people. She was a makeup artist over there, or a hairdresser or something. And now she is going to be a something in the medical field. Something like that. Good for her. The 13th Gate is a haunted house that I work at in October. It's got a Hollywood feel about it, you know, a makeup artist, professional special effects makeup people. And she was a makeup artist at the time, or a hairdresser, she said. And so we talked about a lot of people we knew, because she hasn't worked there in years and years. She may have been there before I was, or maybe at the same time, but I never knew her since then. Just because there's a goalkeeper doesn't mean you can't score. The temptation is real. But we respect boundaries. Yeah, we respect boundaries. I'm not one to mess around with somebody's wife. You know, there's enough women to go around. Hey, Annie, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm just touching base. We had an outing today, Annie. I went to bake king cakes. I took you guys out in the world, and you guys got to see something different. You got to see a bakery shop of Baton Rouge, Eloise Bakery. That's okay, Annie. We're not going to stay long either. I just came on to touch base with you guys. Just for a little while to recap. In case you guys had any questions about our event. In case you wanted to know about it. And I didn't want to let the people down that expect us to be here. Oh, yeah. The makeup artist at the gate, they're professional makeup artists. Sure, Annie, here you go. Maybe I'll give Zombie Baby a piece of that king cake. But not too late. It's too late for him to eat sweets. He'll be up all night. He can't eat too many sweets. He has to eat healthy food. Annie, you're Zombie Baby's favorite person. He loves when you're here. He always gets upset when you're not. He wants to know, where's Annie? Where's Annie? So he's happy. Look how happy he is. He's got a big smile for you. He's happy. He had to stay home all by himself today while I was out. I'm glad he didn't tear the house up. Everything was in perfect order when I got back. He was doing good. No, he doesn't eat souls. He eats brains. He's a brain eater. That's why he's so smart. He eats cat brains, little tiny cats. Just like Alf, who you guys probably don't know about. So, yeah, it was a fun night. We got there around 6. It lasted a couple of hours. These people were really nice. Yeah, you can't eat a people person brain. He's too small. I'll let him run around the neighborhood at night. And I knew you would, Prairie Wolf. Wild Bill probably does too. All right, Annie. Have a good day at school. Be good. Thanks for stopping by our channel. Means a lot to us. Zombie Baby was so happy to see you. You're his very favorite person on here. Yeah, that bingo, I was so close. Wouldn't that have been wild if I won bingo over there with you guys? I never knew they did bingo where you have to get every single square. That's kind of crazy. I'm okay not winning it. I already have that cup that girl won. Yeah, I missed I-25. But, you know, other people won and they enjoyed it. They had to have a good time. It's called Blackout. Yeah, now I know. I haven't played bingo since I was a kid. And that's a good thing. They didn't do that for us. People can pay. We got to go for free because of Yelp. But it's $40 per person. And you can schedule an event there. And you can make king cakes. And she'll teach you how to make king cakes. It was actually easier than I thought. But we didn't have to make the dough. If I had to make dough from scratch, I would be confused. My favorite part was rolling it up like a burrito. Good evening, Pickles. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by my channel. We're so good to see you. Yeah, flour, salt, and butter. I could probably do it if I had to. Happy Wednesday. Hump day, they call it. It's the middle of the week, the hump of the week. After Wednesday, it goes downhill. Thursday, then Friday. Then it's the weekend. I'm working this weekend, guys. I'm working both days this weekend, but I'm off. No, wait, am I? No, I'm not. I'm off Saturday. I'll be off Saturday, guys, after our parade. That'll be nice. I can stay up late Saturday with you guys. I'll take you to the parade. You can see it. It'll be around 8 o'clock at night. It's not going to rain, but it's going to be awfully cold. It's going to be freezing. And I hope we can make it because tonight's awfully cold. So yeah, around 52 people watch that show. I wonder where Pug Mom is, right? Pug Mom sent me a text about tonight, and she wanted to know what time and everything else. But she didn't show up for the big day. She was looking forward to it. Maybe she got too tired, right? Yeah, they did. It was cold, bitterly cold. We were awfully cold in there. And we enjoyed it. Let's see what the analytics are for that video we just did. So 57 people watched it. We got 5.9 watch time hours from you guys. The peak was 6 viewers watching at once. The average was 3 viewers. They found us through browse features, notifications, vertical live feed. Yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. And maybe they'll watch the replay. I don't know. My live replays don't really do too good, but it's just fun to make them. Let's see what the engagement is. The average person watched that feed 6 minutes. I'm happy with that. Can't complain about it. It was a good day. It was so fun. If only Pug Mom was there, it would have been a little better. If you ever want to try American Indian bread, try bread. It's similar to make. Yeah. I don't know if I should bring that king cake to work or not. What if it's terrible? What if it is terrible, guys? I'll tell him it fell. I'll tell him it fell off a truck. Oh, you missed it today, Robert. I made a king cake earlier. I went to a Yelp event. We had a good time over there. Could have met some cool people. It was at Eloise Bakery on Lee Drive in Baton Rouge. That place has the best cookies. I've had some over there once, and one time I had to go. A friend invited me to go stay at a cabin for a bike rally, and I stopped by there and bought a box of cookies, and they were very popular, guys. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, you don't have to check it out. It's just a live feed. You can see the bakery. The girl sitting across from me, she was a looker. So you may get a kick out of that. Very friendly. We played bingo. And you get to see me roll dough and put cinnamon inside and roll it up like a burrito. Put sprinkles on it and icing. It was so much fun. Pug Mom, what's going on? We missed you earlier. If you didn't make the dough. Yeah, I didn't make the dough, so you know the dough is going to be good. If only I rolled it up enough, because you said mine was a little too thick. Bill, I've gone to a few powwows with my neighbors. We had that flatbread. We call it grease bread. Interesting. Pug Mom, you missed my bakery king cake event, I think. I couldn't monitor the chat. I'm glad y'all held it down. Yeah, I hear you. It's fine. I understand. I don't expect you guys to be at everything I do. I appreciate when you guys come here. Oh yeah, it's on the video's still up there. You could definitely go watch. Replays aren't really fun to watch. You know, it's fun when you guys can chat live. I wouldn't expect you guys to watch a replay. But if you do, of course I appreciate it. I don't know why the replay, when they show the chat, it doesn't show up on the screen. So it kind of looks like I'm talking to myself. There is a way to get the chat to show up on the bottom, but, you know, it's not as fun. I showed Elena didn't really know how YouTube works. She's a Yelp manager. She's real cute, real nice girl, young go-getter. So I was showing her you guys' chat. Next time I'll let you guys say hello to her on the internet. Next month, we're going to go to the Knock Knock Museum. It's going to be March 17th at 6 o'clock p.m. March 17th is St. Patrick's Day. The Knock Knock Museum, from what I understand, is a children's museum where kids go. And a lot of people always told me I should go there to make a video, but I told them I'm not going to go to a children's place to make a video because I don't have a children's channel, and that's maybe inappropriate. So I never did it after all these years. But since it's a Yelp event, it'll be a fun video. I should do a horizontal live that day. YouTube vertical lives like we do here, they don't have a lot of replay value. But if I go horizontal, and horizontal means it is going to be in the horizontal format like a movie. Right now we're vertical. I'm sure you guys may know that, but if you don't, that's what when I say that. Sometimes I use camera technology and movie statements, and people don't understand, but I think they will, and they don't. That's what I mean. Like when you see some people go live, it's like a little the regular YouTube thing. We're vertical. YouTube promotes vertical videos a little better. That's how I met all of you guys. So horizontal. And hopefully I'll have a gimbal by then, so it's going to be smooth. I didn't eat the king cake, Pug Mom. I'm just going to bring it to work tomorrow. So I didn't want to slice it just yet. But I kind of wanted to because it was warm. I've never had a fresh king cake right out of the oven. And I bet it would have been delicious. Oh, it's in my kitchen. I'll post a picture of it. You can watch the video. I don't want to go all the way in there. My camera is on a little tripod right now. It's connected to my desk. I'll post a picture of it tomorrow. Yeah, I could do that. But I'm going to bring it to work. I'm going to tell them it fell off a truck. That's how I got it. It fell off the king cake truck, I'll tell them. Hey, Munchie, how was work today? Oh, I've been gaining so much weight on this Mardi Gras season. Yeah, RCW, they gave us a cinnamon filling in there. I was surprised that the cinnamon is dry when you put it in. And when you cook it, it gets gelatinous or whatever. Cinnamon is not my favorite king cake flavor. My favorite king cake flavor is cream cheese. I don't really like cinnamon that much, guys. It's not one of my favorite things. Some people love cinnamon. Cinnamon is supposed to be good for you. But I'll bring it to work. I'll feel like Dexter, you know, when Dexter would bring all those donuts to work. And I'll say, hi, everybody. How are you today? You're looking great today. Cream cheese and candied pecans. Yeah, they have a pecan filling sometimes. Maybe I'll tell them I paid for the cake like it's $35. Oh, by the way, you guys, king cakes are expensive. I did have to get a king cake this season. I was surprised. They're like $35. 28 was the cheapest one. They're not that good. Every bakery down here has their own version of king cake. Hey, Limp Biscuit, what's going on? And I wasn't going to come back on. You know, I feel, well, we did something today, and that's good enough. But I know some people are used to coming on every night and chilling with me, so we're here. I can't even remember the last time I had cake. Yeah, I'm not really a big king cake person. Sometimes I like a sugar rush in the morning. But I don't want that whole king cake over here. It could be said that it's a glorified cinnamon roll. My favorite part was rolling it up. I didn't like kneading the dough. I didn't like flattening it up. Didn't like putting the cinnamon in there. But we had to roll it up like a burrito and twist it into a circle. That was so much fun. The girl next to me made hers into a heart shape. A heart-shaped king cake. And she's worth watching. I don't see why Munchie would not make a terrific cake. Yeah, that's what I figured. And we missed you today, Pug Mom. I get it. I don't expect you guys to show up for everything. And it was early. It was 6. Oh, I can't wait to see yours, Munchie. Yeah, 'tis the season for king cakes. I'll post a photo of it on my communities tab and you can see it. I got some other pictures too. I'll look at them tomorrow. We got to put a little baby in it. All the babies were different colors. They had a flesh-colored baby. They had a blue baby. And I forget what the other color was. Wish they could have had green babies. It would be like Zombie Baby in there if it was green, but they didn't have a green one. Mine has the tube and cream cheese. Yeah, that's going to be good, Munchie. Cream cheese is so good. If it was a cream cheese king cake that I made, I would keep it. They wouldn't get it at work. I just keep it. I for sure missed you guys too. Screens are not your friend, you're in my... Yeah, hurt your eyes, I bet. I don't put babies in mine. Yeah, some people don't put babies. Babies are a choking hazard. So some bakeries put them in the center, and you can put it in there yourself if you want to. I put mine in there. I sure did. I wanted to get everything I had coming to me. I squished it in there. Yeah, I think that's what people said when they were watching the video. What are you talking about? Putting babies in king cakes? We put little plastic babies in king cakes. It represents Christ. And whoever gets the slice with the baby in it has to buy the next king cake for the office or wherever. If you don't say Zulu. Zulu. Yeah, we got the Zulu parade. That's a big Mardi Gras parade. Little plastic babies. I'll post a picture of one on my YouTube communities tab tomorrow. I was just all over it after, it's over. Once I do a video, I'm just thinking about the next one. I'm all over it. But I will post a little beanie baby up there. Not these little babies. They're so tiny. It was a little tiny naked baby. I wonder what would happen if you put gummy bears in mine. Yeah, you know what? They should put a gummy bear in there, but it would melt. Yeah, by tradition, whoever gets the baby has to buy the next king cake. Not all babies look zombie, baby. Some are scarier. That's true. Some are much scarier. I think a lady I work with is planning on going there to take the king cake baking class. Imagine being 25 years old and have your nice little baking business like that girl did. Maddie. Madeline. Or Madeline. How successful. Moving to a new location in a month. Well, I was raised Catholic, and usually during Lent, you give up something, you make some sort of sacrifice. I haven't done that in a long time. 'Cause I don't really have a lot of vices these days. Yes, there's a little plastic baby in my king cake. If you watch the video, you'll see it. I show you the little babies and how I put it in there. I have a picture of the baby. I will post it on my YouTube communities tab tomorrow. I'll tag you in it if you want. Oh no, you don't. You put it in after. You put the cake baby in when you're putting the icing and the cinnamon on it, and then you just put it in after. After it's cooked, yes. I guess it all seems weird if you're not familiar with the tradition. I would think it's weird too. Why are you putting a baby in a king cake? In a cake, why? No, we don't name the babies. A lot of times you don't know the baby's there and you just cut a slice of cake and it happens to have a baby in it. Yeah, it represents Christ. It's got religious tradition. The baby Jesus. Homeless house had little golden babies in their home king cake desserts. But of course they would. That's my old place of work. We call the baby. This will be the 2,500 dental cost. I'll trade with Prairie so she has the baby cake. The video itself didn't draw in the crowds. Maybe it'll get a replay. 52 people watched though. I would have been happy with that number when I first started. $58 now. Somebody else must have watched it. We told. Yeah, that'd be funny. But we do not name the little babies. Let me see if I can show you a picture of it. I'm gonna try to do this magic thing that I did one time. Let's see, guys. Give me a moment. Let's see. There it is. Look how cute. Oh, wait. I don't know if you see it yet. Do you guys see the baby? Look how cute. It's a little baby. It's so tiny. I hope no one chokes on it. Oh, it's probably terrified. Imagine being a little tiny baby and somebody's going to stick you in a cake. People would be so scared. Yeah, I will too, Munchie. I'll share that video. Maybe I'll take Sunday off. We'll see. I was surprised that it didn't take that long for the king cake to be made. The actual oven time wasn't that long. Yeah, she may have said, she did talk about the dough, but I don't know anything about dough. So I don't know what she was talking about. And I was just there doing what they told me to do. And she gave us the website of her page where she has the recipe. If you guys want to check it out, I guess I'll put it in the description of the video. I don't know about dough. I don't know the first thing about it. Wow, Bill, you don't know about dough? You know about everything. I can't believe you don't know about dough. Oh, you do know about it. Okay, I was about to say, for you not to know about something, that would have been unprecedented. I read it wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, its yeast dough is generally a brioche dough. Brioche dough. I know about it. There you go. You don't have to let it rise. Yeah, she took so we did the king cake, we rolled it up, and then she gave us a number and took each one of ours. She let it rise, whatever that means, and she came back and showed us how they had rose. And then she said we're gonna butter them and put them in the oven. And then while they were baking, we played bingo. And then she gave us our king cakes back. We put icing on them, and then we put sprinkles, the sugar, colored sugar. I cannot explain the mixing process on here. It takes a while to make. My grandma always made her own bread. I assume it's a similar process. Could be. I wouldn't know anything about it. Don't know the first thing about dough. Hopefully I never have to make it. If I did, I will figure it out. I know I could. I know I could. My mother was a good cook, but she never baked. Yeah, baking is something that you got to want to do. Yeah, some people love baking, though. They love baking. Oh, we're back online, guys. We had a glitch for a while. I do have to bake cookies for tomorrow night for work on Friday. Grandpa, I need your wisdom. I actively fear having kids to the point I decided not to have any. I haven't really talked about it in detail with my girl yet. How old are you, Lee? I don't know if we know your age. And that probably is going to give us an answer. I wasn't too hip on having kids. And now I kind of wish I would have had kids along the way. 25, you're too young to worry about kids. Just talk to your girl about it. Let her know. She may not want kids either. Are you even thinking about getting married yet? Honestly, that's one of the reasons my wife wanted to move on. She wanted to have kids, and I didn't want to. Or at least that's what she said. One of the reasons when she was talking to her psychiatrist. Never talked about kids before, but that was a big issue. You know, I wanted to enjoy life. I had a little more enjoyment left to get out of life than being stuck with a kid. No marriage and no kids. That's my whole shtick at this point. Well, that should be your shtick at 25. You don't think about getting married yet. You got to play it by ear. A man's never, let me tell you something, Lee. A man's never going to want to get married, okay? You're never going to want to. Your girl's going to want to get married. And then you got to make the decision, do you want to stay with her? Because if you do, you may have to get married. Or if that's a deal breaker, you're just going to cut her loose. And you're going to say, well, we're not getting married. You're going to string her along for a while, but eventually she's going to want to get married and have kids if that's in her nature. I was 23 when I was pregnant for the first one. If you don't want kids, tell her. Yeah. Let her know. If it comes up, let her know. But you don't need to bring it up. Let her bring it up. That's the topic you could let a woman bring up. You're not going to bring it up. And when it comes up, just tell her you don't want kids and cross that hill when you get to it. 19, wow. Hey, MCK, what's going on? Yeah, just cross it when you come to it. Don't bring it up, though. I wouldn't. Unless she's talking about getting married or kids. Because you may change your mind. At 25, of course you don't want to get married. I couldn't even think about getting married at 25. I got married when I was around 30. And that's because at that time in life, back in the 90s, it was expected that you should get married by 30 or at 30. So I thought I had to get married. My parents, they were pushing me into it. Oh, you got to get married. Be like your sister and her husband. And all of our friends were getting married. Oh no, they were all engaged. Even Robert was talking about getting married. He was engaged. Our friend Nicole was engaged. So all these people were engaged. And that just put a lot of pressure on my ex-wife. She would bring it up. And I would just say, oh, I pretend, yeah, well, can you pass the remote? Like I didn't even hear it. And then finally I couldn't do that anymore. And one time I was having a night of drinking and everything. And I told people that I was going to get married in the year 2000. And I'm the kind of guy that whenever I'm drinking and I say I'm going to do something, I do it. So I got married in the year 2000. And we had dated for 7 years. And at the time I was thinking, well, why buy the cow if I was getting the milk for free? If it's not broke, don't fix it. All that stuff is how my mind worked. But I was under a lot of pressure, and I did. And the marriage was fun. I learned a lot from that marriage. But did I want to have a kid with that girl? Her dad was a fruitcake. They had a lot of family issues. She was the kind of woman who hated her parents. And that's always a red flag. I didn't want to have kids with a woman who hates their own parents and has all these issues. And I always thought if I had a kid with her, it'd be the kind of kid that would stab me in the middle of the night. And I didn't want to take a chance. So you could be like me and let the whole marriage go because of something like that. Or you could have that kid and get your kid out of the way. If she's a beautiful girl and has good genes, have a kid with her. It'd be a beautiful kid. I have to let her go because she wants kids. That's going to be like cutting out my heart. She's literally my dream girl. Dummy, thick with a reserved attitude. Long haired and goth. So don't let her go. Are you saying she's thick, meaning she's a little overweight? If she's thin, don't let her go. If she's a thin goth chick, run that thing out to the course. Don't let her go. Don't let that girl go. Run it out until she pressures you to get married. Then make your decision. Unless you want to mess around, unless you're interested in other girls. Yeah, don't take me by heart. I'm just telling you my life story. Those are decisions you've got to make. You got some wise, not just me, you got wise people in this chat that could give you advice. Yeah, she has 2 kids now, I heard. And good for her. Good for her. We would have produced beautiful children. I don't doubt it. They probably would have been fruitcakes, but they would have been beautiful kids. And probably smart too. And at the time, I just, probably 33 years old. And I've met so many people after the divorce that have had significant impacts on my life, that I've had significant impacts. If I was stuck at home with a kid being domesticated, I wouldn't have met any of those people. And I think that would have been a disservice to them and to me. So you never know what's the right thing. You know what, Lee? It's all paths you can take. You could go left or you can go right. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's on the speech, huh, Robert? No, they would have been. They would have been great kids. No, not overweight. She is fat in all the appropriate places. So I'll take your advice and keep it going for a while until she brings it up. Then we can see where it goes from. Yeah, bring it. Why don't she bring it up? Unless she's already brought it up. She may put something on you and you're going to want to have kids with her. You're 25 years old. You're not going to be at that place in your life where you're thinking about that. You shouldn't be. You got to get on your purpose. Go make your money. Go get your place in life. Then think about having kids and then think about doing that. How old is she? That's what I did. I didn't hide it in the cake. I shoved it in there with my finger and then put icing over the little hole in the cake. That's what we did. What's going on, Kukaraba? Some people do get married at 25. Some people do. Ten years later, Leah Sean has a happy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's how it works. I mean, at 35, 10 years later, you may be the happiest dad and husband. So yeah, I mean, would like to have children actually now, but then I was not at the place to. Lisa, if she's fat now, that's great. I get it. She's 26. Too bad you guys didn't know me and Robert when we were 25 years old. We wasn't even thinking about having kids either. Not settling down anyway. Monday was good. Work, then food, then a movie and chill. Sounds like a pretty relaxing day. All adults here today. These kids are up to no good, I can tell. Heck yeah. I'd still be into her. She put on like, yeah, you're in love, man. That's nothing wrong with it. Good. Maybe don't rule out the idea of kids. Wait till she brings it up. Wait till you guys are settled and have great jobs and doing all that stuff. Are you even thinking of, don't even thinking about getting married yet? Because you do change a lot between 25 and 30. Your world changes, your views change. You're gonna when you get close to 30, you guys are gonna be thinking about getting married. I was off and took a 3 hour nap. I always am tired when I wake up from a nap. I never wake up from a nap feeling refreshed either. I'm always tired. It's like the nap makes you sleepy for some reason. My poor cousin, he married one girl, he's got 2 kids with her. That marriage went sour. He married another girl, he's got 1 kid with her. That marriage went sour. And now he just married somebody else. So don't be like that guy. You could and then have kids with every one. You got to be reasonable. I never understand people like that. You know, they got to have a child with every single one. If you already got two kids, that's your kids. You got two, you don't need any more. Don't be greedy. So what's sleeping in for you? Don't you see? Um, well, sleeping in to me used to be noon because I work different schedules. My job now, I have to be there at 9 o'clock, so I get up around 6:30 just to have time at my house. So now sleeping in is 8 or 8:30 because my rhythm changed. So I'm up. I get up now, but I don't have to get up and rush to get up when I sleep in, and that's what I call sleeping in. Yeah, Mother's Day is gonna be confusing in his household. He pays all this money on child support for those two kids with the first one. The second one, he has joint custody, so he gets a week. I don't know how that works. I don't get into all that stuff. So he doesn't have to pay as much for the second one. Sleeping in for me is 7:30. Yeah, because you don't have to get up and rush. You get to chill. You can get up at your leisure. Yeah, that was ideally what I would call sleeping in 11, but now my internal clock wakes me up early. I'd sleep until 11 on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah, you got dogs, whatever. They wake you up. I've heard that happens. They want to be fed. I like when on TikTok when they show those dogs carrying their bowls because they're so hungry, and they'll bring the bowl to their family so they could eat. Pug 2. Yeah, that'd be a dream, sleeping till 2. I would not do that usually because I wake up normally. 2 dogs and 2 cats, and they're so needy. Mine whines next to me. I used to have a cat, a Siamese cat, and I'd be sleeping, and she woke me up by lightly touching my eyelashes. She'd have her little claw, and she would barely touch my eye. She could have scratched my eyes out if she wanted to. And that's how she woke me up every morning to be fed. So that was a pretty smart cat. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Mine tried to suffocate me to death. Yeah, you never know what a cat's gonna do, or a dog, to wake you up. Oh, I love Siamese cats. I've had 2 Siamese cats in my lifetime. Both of them were amazing. I want to get another one. I had some numbers for breeders, but I never went out and got one. And I don't know if I'm at the right place to have a cat around here. I think a cat would bring me joy almost as much as the little Jack Russell Terrier. A cat may bring me more joy. I don't know. Yeah, a cat would be easier. I know that a cat would definitely be easier. I don't know. I don't know about a tuxedo cat. I would get another Siamese cat. I like the way they talk. I like that rusky voice. I like that they're so vocal. I don't love black and white looking cats. A lot of people I work with at the 13th gate, they all have black cats. Yeah, like Sylvester. I don't want a cat with a lisp like Sylvester had. Cat news updates. Cats have no loyalty to its owner. As soon as they see a way out of your home, they're gone. They're always looking for a way out. Yeah, they've got places to be, those cats. I heard this friend of mine tell me they had a cat. It was a stray cat. It came on. It loved it. They loved it. They welcomed it into their home, and they fed it. It lived there for a long time, and somehow it got dirty, so they had to give it a bath. And the cat hated the bath. And after that, the cat walked away, and it looked back at them. It just ran away, and they never saw it again. That cat probably thought that was the last straw. He's not going to take a bath again. And that was it. I have two cats. Both have gotten out. Both scream to get back in. They don't know what they do outside. Like tortoiseshell and calico cats. Yeah, that last cat I had was a calico cat. I got used to it. Same here. One got by accident, immediately ran back inside. Yeah, they probably realize how good they have it. That's where the food is. They like the creature comforts of an indoor life. They're spoiled. Pie cat people. Oh no, I would never declaw a cat. That's very painful for the cat. It's cruel. A lot of places won't even do it anymore. Because if the cat does get outside, it has no protection. You're taking away its major mode of defense. Yeah, Monty, they froze. Eyes got huge. They might come back if you're the only source of food and warmth. Yeah, the clawing is barbaric. Yeah, they need claws if they get out. It's their only line of defense. That and their speed and agile nature. Oh yeah, it can't even climb a tree. If you declaw a cat, it wouldn't be able to climb up a tree or anything, I would imagine. Yeah, I don't respect people who declaw their cats. It's hideous. Yeah, it's amputation. They take away part of its actual body, not just the claws. You can build or buy scratching posts. Yeah, scratching posts are great. You could teach it to scratch on the scratching post. I would clip my cat's claws on a regular basis. I have little cat claw clippers. They work perfectly. And the cat didn't mind too much. Hey, D. Kern, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back to our channel. Do you know what makes the claw scratch? It's just when they scratch your bone. No, Wild Bill, what does? Yeah, Wild Bill is a fountain of random knowledge. That's why I was surprised when I thought he said he didn't know about baking dough. I was gonna have to write that down. It was a momentous day for that to happen. He's a fountain of knowledge. Yeah, cat scratch fever. That's terrible. I would hate to get it. Bacteria in their claws and nails and in their saliva. Yeah, it used to be a song back in the day. How does he even know all that? If you get bit, you're supposed to go right away. Yeah, I got scratched bad by a cat, a little puncture wound. Somehow it was very deep, and I had to go to the doctor when I was a kid. They were worried that I would get cat scratch fever. That would be kind of cool if I did. If I ever call in from work, I'll tell them I can't come in because I have cat scratch fever. And they'll say, oh, by all means, don't come in. Cat scratch fever. I don't know if I should bring that king cake to work or just keep it here now. I'll decide tomorrow. Because if I bring it in, I'm off the day after tomorrow. Yeah, bacteria gets trapped in there. Mine kind of got swollen or something because it was a deep puncture wound. I was a kid. Why did they bring me to the doctor? It must have been really bad. I don't have a cat, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Take it in. You won't eat because of the cinnamon. True, I probably won't. Poke Mom, they will know. It's very common. They'll know there's a little baby in there. They will definitely know. If you bring a king cake, every king cake, for the most part, if you don't see the little baby in the center, you know it's in there. I may warn them just to be funny, though. There's a little baby in there, guys. My grandpa says if an animal bites you, you should bite it back. He got bit by a snake, and he straight up tore the snake's head off. Most metal thing. Yeah, I would have probably done the same thing. That's nervy. There's a little Kardashian in there, probably. No, it's a pretty normal thing. I think it's funny that you think it's odd, and we're just so used to it. Yeah, a little plastic human is an every king cake. I mean, when you think about it, it is really weird. But we're so used to it, it's normal. It's funny though when you say it and you hear people thinking it's weird. A little baby's in there. I bet he's crying right now, trying to get out. I just imagine me warning them that there's a baby in there, how weird they would think that is. Yeah, that's pretty funny. By the way, there's a little plastic baby hidden in there. It's so funny. Yeah, they might. They'll probably will. Yeah, if you watch that replay, you can see they passed around a big tub of little plastic babies for us to get one. And they were I've never seen them in different colors like they had. Imagine you noticed and swallowed it. Yeah, that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it was so funny. There you go, Wild Bill. I'm glad you read those books. Yeah, that's kind of how it was. She even warned people don't take more than one baby. She said, I know it's appealing and I know they're cute and you're going to be tempted to, but we still need them. So just take one baby to put in your cake. Don't take more than that. Would you rather take 1 million for a penny that doubles every day or have? Yeah. And in the video, she does tell the meaning of the baby. Like it's because it's a symbolism. I wouldn't be surprised if there are necklaces out there with a string of babies on them. Mardi Gras beads probably do have little babies on them as well. Oh my gosh. One day, I was at home, his house, and they had a king cake for a dessert. And this king cake had strawberry filling. So when the baby came out, it was covered in red filling, like jam. And it did look like an aborted little baby. It was kind of terrifying. So in that instance, I agree with you, Pug Mom. If you put red filling in the cake, um, that was a hideous image. I think I took a picture of it. I wonder if I still have it. Yeah, if it snowed down here, I would, Kern. We're in the south, so we may get a cold spell. We're having one now, but it doesn't really snow. We already got our snow a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, they make chocolate too. I don't love the chocolate ones too much. Well, if everybody wants you to make that chocolate one, you better go ahead. I may have a king cake video from last year where I show more of a real good looking king cake. I may try to share it with you guys. Yeah, that was at Homeless House. They had a gold baby in theirs. It was a baby made of gold, not real gold, gold plated, or it was gold colored and shiny. Up in Canada, there are snow piles higher than some two-story houses. Yeah, I bet there are, Kern. You guys have it rough over there. The best I've ever had this year, and impossible to make for most. Yeah, that does sound good, Robert. A good old bread pudding king cake. Yeah, there's a lot of really complicated king cakes to make, and every bakery has their own style. Every restaurant has their own one. That one sounds good. If it was gold, you could have slapped a ring on it and called it a day. Yeah, it wasn't actual gold. It was gold looking. And I'd never seen a gold little king cake baby before. Yeah, we'll watch you. We'll watch you next time, Munchie, to watch you make your king cake. It's gonna be Sunday, Robert. Don't forget. No, I would have thought of golden baby. Nope, not here. Not during Mardi Gras time, they wouldn't. I don't know where she got them from. Like, I'd never seen the colors she had. A blue baby. I'd be mad if I got a blue baby or a yellow baby. I want the baby to be flesh colored, like a real kid. The gold baby, that was nice because the dining experience was nice. I get it. They're going to have babies like that at that place I used to work. Yeah, she ordered them from Temu. That would be funny. She probably ordered them from a baking store. Yeah, I'll share my video with you. Yeah, it's so strange. Sometimes you're used to stuff so much because it's part of your culture. You've been doing it since you were a kid. And then when you tell it to other people, it sounds so odd to them. You can get them on eBay for $1,000 for 10. It's part of our culture, but when I step back, I can see why it's ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you tell it to someone and you have to explain it to them, it sounds so absurd. And that's what makes Pug Mom so funny. Because when you see it through somebody else's eyes and you're explaining them that every king cake has a baby, like for me to bring that king cake to work tomorrow and tell those people, well, you should know there's a little plastic baby in there. Because they're just going to know it's in there, you know? That's what's so funny. They would think I was making a joke if I told them that as a warning. There's a little plastic baby in there. Oh my God, that would be hilarious. Um, I've heard about it, Robert. It sounds so good to me. I would love that king cake, Buddha king cake. Where do you get it? I mean, I have people heard people talk about. You know what everybody's talking about? There's this Asian baker. He's from New Orleans. It's called uh, Duck Dong or Fong something or other king cake. And everybody that eats that says it's the best king cake. People wait in a line like 30 minutes long to get it. My sister was going to wait in it with one of her friends, but they didn't go. And it's like a $50 king cake. Have you heard about it, Robert? It's everybody has been talking about it, and they love it. Yeah, Buddha is something you were shocked at as well. Remember we talked about pig intestines and the casing. We talked about red Buddha, and you were kind of surprised at that. I think you didn't believe us then either. So yeah, we probably do a lot of stuff down here when you explain it to people and it's normal to us. It does seem very strange. One time we had a Yelp event, we tasted around 20 king cakes from different bakers around here and different styles. I guess I wasn't doing YouTube back then. I don't know, but I didn't film it or anything. Yeah, that's what you need, a little plastic baby to call your own. All right, Pug Mom, it's after 11. Are you getting tired? We could call it a day. I'm not really tired, but I know that we all got work tomorrow. I think anyone ever confused and tried to bake it up here, it would have to melt. Thank you. No, I think people pretty much know you'd put it in after. Anybody that attempts to make a king cake, they know, you know, what to do. They researched it. She even talks about in the video, we've all eaten king cake and everybody loves it, but a lot of people have never made a king cake. It's not something people are going to generally make in their house. I know Fire Station had a monkey as a mascot. It died. They buried it in the front yard. Apparently, the monkey haunts the place, which is a restaurant and bar today. That's pretty funny. I would love to experience a little monkey apparition. That's crazy. The baby will be put into the cake after it's baked in the oven. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they'd bite into it. I'm surprised nobody's broken their teeth on the baby, or it is a choking hazard. There are some bakers who don't put the baby in the cake because of that reason. And when that's the case, they'll put the baby in the center, and you can either put it in there if you want to or not. Baby makes it fun. I think it's Dong. Yeah, that's it. Dong Fong. No, it's something like that. It's Dong Fong. It's a certain type of king cake. I think it has fruit on the bottom or something. And when I ask people what makes it so good, they can't tell me. They don't know why. It's just good, and it's worth it. And my sister told me about it for the first time, and I said, "What are you talking about?" Because she wanted me to go video them waiting in line, which would have been a great video. No, the king cake's a circle. And sometimes there's a part of it that's not filled. You'd put it in the center on the box, or it could be on the center of the king cake, so that it's seen. You can usually. Don't touch those people's king cakes, Wild Bill. They don't want you doing that. I don't know. It was an Inglewood. That's an interesting story about the monkey. It sounds so messed up when they say you put a baby in the middle. Yeah, it's crazy. Why do they do it? We don't know. It's a crazy story. I vote. You put a. That's a good idea. Cut the baby in half, put half a baby in that slice, and they'll think they accidentally ate the other half. That's funny, Pug Mom. That is a good idea. I should have done that for the one at work. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I wish we could. I knew it was coming to New Orleans. I didn't know it was this week. I've got a parade to go to anyway. I am off the next day. We're off for. My job is off for Spanish Town Parade because the parade will make it hard for us to get to work. The original had a bean or coin in the cake. Interesting, Wild Bill. Yeah, I wish we could. You know, I wouldn't want to go to New Orleans at this time, not at Mardi Gras time. The balloons. Yeah, it's probably time for us to shut her down. Shut her down, guys. I'm glad I came on. This was a really fun conversation. And I almost thought since we did the bacon, I wasn't going to come on, but we had a generally hilarious talk here about Beanie Babies and other things. All right, Robert, talk to you later. Kookaburra Man, you're the greatest. T. Kern, Prairie Wolf, Wild Bill. Thank you guys so much for helping out the channel and stopping by and contributing to our fun evenings. I can't say they're relaxing evenings now because they're not. They're too exciting. We have too much fun. And I appreciate you, Prairie Wolf and Wild Bill, for holding that chat down today. When I was baking, I couldn't really look at the chat, but I knew you guys had it covered in there. Keeping it going, keeping it flowing. So that was fun. And we will touch base tomorrow, everybody. We will touch base later once I push this button.